my friends, it's DigitalMass, and today we are going to be playing Monsters Are Coming. Alright, so over here we can pick some of the citadels. Each of them have a particular perk. So this one has 20% city max health. Each building built is duplicated and mirrored on the right side of the city. So I guess if I get a structure on the right side, I'll duplicate it on the left. Increase the range of structures adjacency effects by 1 each building, count 50% more towards streets. I have no idea how that works, but let's go with the traditional build. Alright. Oh, we got this amigo that runs around and I can harvest wood. Wood I can bring back to the citadel. Did I pick up any? Oh no, I didn't chop it. There we go. The way this game works is you kill these hordes of spiders, I guess. Collect the XP points, bring it back to the tower, and the tower levels up. And then every time you level up, you're able to pick a upgraded structure. Or add the structure, rather, to the citadel. So this one, for example, deploys a decaying minion every 9 seconds. This one shoots 3 ice shards that pierce 2 enemies. And this one shoots an explosive fragmentation shell. So I can either put it in the front of the citadel or at the back. I think I'll put this one here. I believe stone, if I stockpile stone, it heals my citadel. Oh, it's getting kind of busy back here. Level up again. Produces 2 gems every 10 seconds. Forms a street. Increases hero damage by 7%. So I can either upgrade this one, which will increase the damage from 24 to 35, attack rate from 7.17 to 0.26. Let's do that. I'm not sure what this guy is here, but... Oh. Right. Choose wisely. XP bucket has a 10% chance to be worth twice as much. Plus 10% attack speed on all weapons. Let's get more XP. And then the gold that you pick up in this game is used towards purchasing items and upgrades at the end of each, I guess, distance level. Alright, we'll max this up. So on the right here you can see the different stages of the level. And once you reach a certain point, there's a little bit of a breather point. There's another one of these. I'll grab this real quick. Your hero heals 3 kill per weapon kill. Tower upgrade. Alright, we'll get this. And given it's an epic upgrade. The compasses are used for meta progression upgrades. What is this? Oh, what the hell? That's cool. Okay, that was interesting. As you can see over here, the more wood I collect, the higher the level of the tower gets, and I'm able to get more attack speed for the tower itself. Alright, this looks like an item pickup. What do I want? A firefly jar. Fires a bomb that creates an explosion and sets part of the ground on fire. Or 25% damage, or 25%, 20% rather attack speed. I think I'm gonna go for this. Just so I have another weapon that is able to do more damage to these minions. Produces 1 gold coin every 20 seconds. Blizzard bellows triggers a freezing explosion. Alright, let's go for full mortar. A full mortar build. Gotta chop these trees real quick. Alright, looks like we're about to reach the first checkpoint. Harvest these coins real quick. Alright. We got a freezing explosion. Got a fire-breathing flame dragon. Jason Towers hits have 30% chance to generate an ice shard. Alright, let's go for this guy over here. Nice. What is that? Oh, nice. Alright, so supporting crowd increases hero damage by 7%, forms a structure street. Fires a bonus arrow for every coin deposited. You know what? Let's get this. I wonder what the streets do. I'm not quite sure, but. Alright, so we have a little bit of a breathing point. Pick up some health. What's this? One of these guys again. Minions are burning. They burn enemies and gain plus actual gold. This could be interesting. Because every time I reach a shelter point, it looks like it has 100% of the coins. If I read that correctly. Alright, so we have some coins here we can use at the shop. Increase the hero's harvesting speed by 20%. I think I'm gonna go for that. And that's all the gold we have. And now do we want stone or wood? I think I'll go for stone just so we can heal our citadel. So there's a time limit that I have to survive here, or a certain amount of time. I guess once the ring of fire completes. And I see you guys that burning attack seems to be doing well too. Okay. Do I get my wood or stones? I'll have to push this. Good. Alright. Stones have been collected. Citadel has healed. So this leads to the attack speed being upgraded. Alright, we'll put that there. $8, what can we buy? Nothing. A reroll. Let's check what this is. And that looks like it just did a proximity explosion. Harvest some things real quick. Some stone and wood. We'll upgrade the mortar once more. Get a little bit of a weapon upgrade here. I can upgrade the firefly jar to get 10% more area or 25% more damage, or I can increase the area of effect on my sword. I think I'm gonna go with the 25% more damage. Alright. Grab the potential multiplication on the EXP points. But I have played this game a couple of times, so I do have an understanding of some of the items and how the mechanics work. I played maybe 1 or 2 runs before. I don't remember, it's been a while, but it's a pretty cool game in regards to mechanics. It's fun. Kind of a mix of a horde survivor slash tower defense. Alright, let's get some harvesters. Yeah, growing up, I used to love real-time strategy games. So this has a little bit of a mix of some of the aspects of those games. Does this do anything? No, I guess if I hang out in this ring, something's gonna happen. Alright, we're gonna get more XP points just so we can level up faster. There's a lot of these upgradable towers. Increase resource trail by 1 capacity, plus 2% allies damage per buildings that form streets. Alright, let's increase our resource trail. We'll get this item upgrade here. 60% damage, yes please. Upgrade that tower. Some of this gold, considering we're coming to the shop, it's just around this corner. Clearing a path for you guys, apologies. And every time we reach that safe point, it looks like the enemies get stronger. And they spawn a bunch of beefier enemies. Wondering if it's worth killing these guys for EXP points. But I do need to be able to grab them is the problem. There we go. So we're level 11 right now. I have 61 gold. want here? We want another item or more firefly jar damage. That is, or I can get more damage on the sword. I'm gonna go with that just because. Alright, let's see what's going on at the shop. Put that there, so we have 50% more damage. Upgrade our ice tower. Or make another one. That was a misclick on my part. Reroll here. Upgrade that tower. Let's see. I'll grab one of these turret guys as well. Alright, let's get some more gold here, shall we? Oh. Squash these bugs with this castle vehicle. Nice. Let's buff the sword attack to 200 damage, because why not? Stockpile on some racks. Upgrade one of these. I think I need some health here. Grab some of this health. These guys are ready to go on. Alright. So now the sword does a significant amount of damage. Pretty easy to mow through the enemies. I think I'm gonna get this just because it's able to harvest items as well. Oh yeah, that is good. Upgrade that tower. Alright, let's do one of these mini games again. Your hero heals 3 health per weapon kill, or Ancient Pavement. Surplus is no longer stocked, but throws +1 explosive projectiles to the enemies. So I'm wondering if this is when I have the Trail of Rocks and the surplus turns into a projectile. I think I'm gonna go for some health steal. Right, let's get that to max level. Get a little bit of a buff here. Do we want more health? I wonder if this stacks. I think I'm gonna get more XP so we level up as fast as possible. Some attack speed would be nice right now. And do slash the enemies pretty slowly. Explosions gain plus 0.5 damage for each actual. What is that? Stump level. Wooden stump. Or attack speed. Just like I asked for. So those big larva looking creatures, they do pop and explode. So if I'm able to hit them towards a cluster of enemies, they should blow up in a spot where they can take some of these guys out, I think. Yep. The road is blocked. I don't want it. Sorry, my friends. Alright, what do we have here? Ice Ballista shoots 3 ice shards that pierce 2 enemies. We got the Fire Dragon. Minions have a 5% chance to spawn Stone on Death. I think I'm gonna reroll. Some pretty low damage. I get this just so we have bigger explosions from the mortars. Clear the way real quick. Kill these guys. It's quite satisfying seeing the explosions blow up the little creatures. What's that? Do we want damage or harvesting speed? I think I'm gonna grab this. Go in front of hero that mines. Alright, let's just go all out on the sword damage here. That way we can slaughter these waves pretty quickly. Reroll these. Alright. One. Oh, that was a collection of 3. Not sure if that was the best positioning for those structures, but they do just provide buffs, so we should be good. 50% damage to all adjacent towers. Alright. Citadel health is looking pretty good. I'm doing quite a bit of damage as well. Yeah, so these enemies are quite beefy. Take a lot of strikes to get killed. May I have some of this XP, please? Okay. Alright, we'll get some more explosion buffs. And we want lumbar or coins. see what's happening at the shop first. Nice. More than the overall damage is always good. I'm gonna go for attack speed here. So I take a pretty good amount of damage with the sword, and I also heal. And I have 2 of those buffs, which is nice. There we go. Grab this real quick before the horde comes. Let's get one more of these. Reroll. Yeah. Got another mortar just in case. Do I have to place something, or I have one more. I have potential for ice. I got confused there for a second, sorry. I was like, why am I not able to exit? What, I had another tower that I could have placed. We'll do our little ritual situation here. 10% damage on all weapons, so I'll go for that. Alright, we're taking 305 damage, which is good. Alright, I'll grab some harvesting speed. I'm gonna turn into a little bit of a vampire build. Oh snap, this guy's a big boy. Oh, this guy turned into stone. Add another weapon to the repertoire. Looks like I'm unable to kill this guy, given he has... Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't even realize I wasn't paying attention to my health. Get some more damage. I have to break this. Oh, there we go. There's not many health pickups, so I need to be careful when it comes to walking straight into this behemoth. Roll this. Increase explosion size, sure. He's almost dead. I just have to be careful I don't die in the process. And grab that. It'd be nice to grab that magnet, but it seems like we're at the end of the run anyways, so. Hero has fallen once in this run, but the citadel survived. So I guess that counts as a partial win. It would have been nice if I survived the entire way through. Belfry reached the arc. Nice. Those run-on monsters are coming. Thank you for watching.